Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube video for our group project. This is your host one Nemal Fatma, and today we are diving into something that is super cool, super fascinating and super exciting, and that is going to change the way we play games, and that is procedural content generation, or PCG for short. So now imagine this with me. Every time you jump into a game and every time you play the game, you are in a completely different world. Like at one moment you are wandering through a beautiful forest, and the other moment you are fighting a creepy monster in a creepy dungeon. That sounds awesome, right? Well, that's the magic of PCG. Okay, so what is PCG? What is procedural content generation? Well, it's a fancy way of saying that computer uses special rules and combined with some math to create game content all on its own. Instead of human developers having to design every single item or every single level by hand, they just set up a system that generates it automatically. So this means you get endless possibilities and a fresh experience every time you hit the play. There's also a research that shows that PCG can actually change the way player feels about the game. I'm gonna attach a little bit of the research over here so you can see. This research was conducted by Luis Rodriguez and Jacques Brancher. It actually showed that the players who played the game created by algorithm actually enjoyed the game just as much as those who played the levels created by humans. This proves that PCG actually keeps people engaged, and the people also came back for more. Moreover, there is another research that is conducted that talks about how PCG can create unique and interesting content that makes the games even better. So the challenge is to make sure that the generated content is meaningful, fun and exciting, and solving the challenges actually leads to amazing gameplay experiences. So which proves that PCG is not just about fun, it's about pushing the limits of creativity in game design. PCG has been around for a while, starting with classic games like Rogue in 1980s. Here's a picture of the game so you can see what it looks like. But now it's everywhere. Think about No Man's Sky, where it uses complex algorithm to create over 18 quintillion unique planets. And we can take Minecraft for example, where players can explore a world that seems to go on forever. PCG actually keeps the player coming back for more adventures and always ready to explore something new. Have you guys ever wondered why Minecraft is so addicting? Well, PCG is the reason why. PCG isn't just about having fun, but it actually helps the developers to save time and money, allowing them to create huge worlds without breaking the bank. According to the 2021 IGDA Developer Satisfaction Survey, it showed that around 50% of the indie developer actually uses procedural generation techniques in their games, which shows that many indie developers actually uses these techniques to enhance their games and create unique experiences for the players. So PCG isn't just limited to game development. It is actually used in many other fields like arts and architecture. It helps them to create cool layouts and cool designs. So stick around as we explore the ins and outs of procedural content generation, and we'll talk about the applications and how it works and also the challenges of it. So over to the host too. Let's jump right in.
Thanks, Nemal. Alright, let's dive into the fascinating world of procedural content creation, or PCC for short. Think of it as teaching machines to be creative using algorithms to generate complex and varied content like landscapes, music, and even games. Instead of manually creating each detail, creators define rules and let the system handle the heavy lifting. The results? Efficient, fast, and often surprising. Ever wondered how No Man's Sky boasts over 18 quintillion unique planets? Or how Minecraft manages to create endless terrains? That's PCC at work. The developers didn't design every mountain, tree, or ocean. They wrote code that did it for them. This approach makes massive open worlds not just possible but practical. Now let's pause for a second. Imagine designing a new game level every day for a year. It would take ages. But with PCC, you can press a button and voila, a new unique level is ready in seconds. Talk about saving time, right? But PCC isn't just limited to gaming. Take the movie industry for instance. Remember the mind-bending visuals in Doctor Strange or the large armies in Lord of the Rings? A lot of these breathtaking scenes were powered by procedural algorithm. They let filmmakers create grandiose environments and crowds without having to animate every detail manually. And let's not forget architecture and urban design. Ever heard of procedural city generation? Architects use PCC to plan entire neighborhoods complete with roads, parks, and buildings in a matter of hours. What used to take months now can be done with the click of a button. PCC even has its applications in science. Astronomers use it to simulate galaxies, while biologists use it to visualize protein structures. It's being used to recreate environments for virtual reality training like earthquake simulations for disaster response teams. This technology is empowering creativity and problem solving across industries. But PCC isn't all serious and technical, it's in the fun stuff too. Have you ever played a game where the levels are different each time you reset? That's procedural generation. Or use software that creates random unique patterns for art projects. Yep, that's PCC as well. Now this all sounds amazing, but like any innovation, PCC has its challenges. How do you balance creative freedom with automation? And what happens when algorithms don't behave as expected? Mohib, it's time to shed light on these roadblocks.
Thanks, Mohit. Now let's talk about the roadblocks in procedural content creation. At its core, this is about using algorithms to automatically generate content, whether it's game levels, 3D models, or even entire visual worlds. But this process isn't without its challenges. One major challenge is maintaining quality and coherence. While algorithms can come out vast amounts of content quickly, making it feel meaningful and immersive for the users is a different story altogether. Let's take a real-life example of an open-world game like No Man's Sky. Its 18 quintillion planets were procedurally generated. By early critics who pointed out that many environments felt repetitive. The team worked tirelessly to fine-tune their algorithms, more variety and depth. Another big issue is computational demand. Generating rich content requires significant resources, especially when working with real-life systems like video games. This often puts a strain on developers who must balance efficiency with quantity. Consider the challenges faced by Minecraft. While its blocky worlds may look simple, the undefined system generates terrains, caves, structures seamlessly as you explore. This constant generation can overwhelm even high computing power systems that are not optimized for that. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. Developers are finding creative ways to overcome the hurdles by combining procedural methods with human oversight, also known as guided procedural creation. They can achieve both scale and quantity. Let me explain. Procedural methods are incredible at handling repetitive tasks like generating a forest with thousands of trees or generating realistic terrain. But the lack of human touch that creates intuitive to make something truly unique or something emotionally resonant. This guided procedural creation comes in. Developers set the foundation with algorithm and the artist step to refine the perfect details. For instance, a game might use procedural generation to design a massive open world, creating rivers, mountains, and cities automatically. But human designers are also essential to add story element, cultural touch, and small details that make the environment felt alive and meaningful for the users. Now let's take a real-life example of the mastermind game from the Ubisoft developing team, Assassin's Creed. They use procedural tools to allow them to generate spawning, detailing cities quickly, but the designers played a crucial role by manually fine-tuning key landmarks, ensuring historical accuracy while weaving in story detailings that immerse players in their world. And it's not just gaming, this approach can also be used in real-life examples like architecture, urban planning, and other architectural projects. Designers can use procedural tools to draft large scales of cities or complexes while still ensuring every space is functional and beautiful through human input. Procedural generation isn't about replacing creativity, it's about amplifying it. By letting algorithms handle the key lifting, creators have more time to focus on artistry, storytelling, innovation that makes content to play exceptional. So let's come to the conclusion. Procedural content creation is revolutionizing industry from gaming and movies to architecture and virtual reality. It's a field brimming with potential, but like any innovation, it requires execution and thoughts. Imagine a future where architecture uses procedural tools to design entire cities, adapting to environmental needs in real time, or filmmakers creating entire scenes on the fly tailored to audience preferences. The possibilities are endless. The future of content creation is here. It's faster, smarter, and capable of scaling to levels but never imagined. But at the heart of it all is the need for balance, letting machines handle the heavy lifting while humans infuse creativity and purposes into their project. Procedural content creation is the future, and we're just scratching the surface of what's possible, the next great innovation that could be yours by using it. Thanks for having us and listening to our wonderful presentation. Thank you.